Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Movie Social. We're your hosts, Ricky and Steph.
What up, what up, what up?
Today's episode, we're going to be doing a review of a movie that was released this year, but of course, due to the pandemic, a lot of people probably didn't go see it. The Way Back, starring Ben Affleck. It is now on HBO. If you have the HBO Max app, you can watch it then, or watch it on TV. Basically, he's a coach or a former basketball player whose life has basically gone downhill since high school. He's had a lot of rough patches.
Wouldn't say high school.
Well, I'm saying since high school, yeah, because he didn't even go to college, really.
Because of his father. But we'll get into it. But I'm not going to say it was since high school, since an incident happened.
Well, no, remember, he even alluded to those problems right after high school started.
Yeah. Then he got married, and then
Yeah.
So he had a topsy-turvy life, yes.
He's had a huge down spiral in life throughout his whole time since high school, but has a shot to redeem himself and basically get his life back on track and get everything together by coaching his former high school's basketball team. And that's basically the whole movie. All right, we're done. No, I'm just kidding. But
So, wow. Let's talk about a few things in the middle there. So essentially, as he stated, basically that is the premise of the movie, but it goes a little bit deeper. Essentially, the way he was going down, the coaching gig did kind of slow him up a little bit, as far as him probably dying or causing an accident. It slows him down a bit.
He improved himself.
Yeah,
but we gotta give him the backstory a bit. So, was a former basketball star, had a full ride to college, Kansas State.
Yep.
And turned it down because his father only came back into his life because he was about to get a full ride to college and could become an NBA star and all that. The father seen was the dollar signs from it. So he turned it down and said, "Nope, I'm going to piss you off, so I'm not going to do it." And then his life spiraled, started doing drugs, alcohol, all of that stuff. And then he met his wife, his future wife, who helped turn himself around, had a kid. Kid winds up having cancer with multiple tumors in his brain, and eventually winds up dying. That made him spiral again. They got divorced.
They didn't get divorced.
Well,
they were
not divorced, separated.
Yeah, but him losing his son basically made him spiral out of control. Drinking every day, literally going to the same bar, parking in the back of the bar, have his own special door. Man, that used to help his dad take him home every night.
He's doing the same thing with the son.
Yeah, and it was sad because at first you're just like, yo, this guy's a no good drunk for no reason. But then as the movie, continues, you find out, he's really depressed in handling this whole situation of losing his son. He's taking it very, very hard. Mm-hmm. So, as the viewer, you start to feel sympathy for him because at first you just thought he was just a drunk, somebody who,
And I thought it was another Frank Gallagher for a second there.
I'm like, oh, this is a bad guy. But then you start feeling sympathy for him. And as it continues, it gets bad before it gets worse.
He started to get himself together for a while. Like, after he started really getting into the coaching with the team, they started winning games and they started improving. He was getting better. He wasn't going to drink and all that.
He was.
And then
that's when they actually met this couple. They actually already knew this couple.
Yeah, from
the chemo treatments probably with his son. And they had a son that had cancer, but at that point in time, their son recovered, but their son died, and I guess they didn't want to keep them. They just still stayed in contact. And the son had a birthday. They went over there to the birthday, and then a couple weeks later, son cancer comes back hard and hits them hard. And
I think they got the news. He was terminal at this point.
Yeah, because they goes to the hospital to show support, and the doctor goes in there and then just start busting out crying. And he goes back into that deep, dark place of when they got the news about their son, went back to the bar, and
that's all she wrote basically for him.
He got plastered. Went off with this lady.
That scene was hilarious.
Yeah, he went off with this lady, man.
Yeah, that whole part to me made no sense. First of all, okay, he winds up crashing into a car boat that was attached to a car.
Mm-hmm.
After she said, "You're driving, don't kiss me," and then they still kiss, and he crashes. And then she realizes, "Oh, that's my neighbor. Go around the back. I'll meet you around back." He parks around back.
I think you said like third house to the left or something like that.
Yeah, the third house. He winds up going into the wrong house
because he was drunk.
Why is your back door unlocked?
That's another thing.
That's the part that got me. And then when he realizes that he's in the wrong house after the guy comes out with the bat, I said that his wife has called the cops already. And he tries to leave. The guy's not letting him leave. Yo, you can, first of all, the guy is drunk. You can clearly see
that. And you can clearly see that he's not harming anyone because he's literally in the bathroom.
And he even says, "Oh, I must have the wrong house. She gave me the wrong house," and tries to leave. Not trying to attack you, and then you go after him. And then the scuffle ensues as he's trying to go out the front. Mind you, they're on a hill. The houses are on a hill. He falls down all the steps and onto the sidewalk, walk into the street. Mm-hmm. Literally. Passed out, unconscious. And that part really spiraled them even worse because this is right after being fired from the basketball job because he showed up to that next day drunk, late.
Or hungover. Let's just say
no, he was drunk because you could still smell it on him.
You've been drinking a lot if you drunk. It's like 9 something in the morning.
Yeah. But he winds up eventually after all that going to rehab to get himself together, and it's a sad part because the team made the playoffs because of him, and now they're planning the playoff tournament, and he can't be there to coach him, and we don't know did they win or not. That's one thing I did not like about this was the fact they didn't conclude the basketball team's journey for us.
The thing I didn't like about it, I mean, it was a solid movie. All in all, the thing I didn't like about it is because this is my whole thing. As Christians, if you see somebody down on their luck, or like you suspect that they're down, I understand you don't want to pry and get into someone's private life, but try. I mean, like the effort as them being Christians, I felt like was like mediocre at best. And then like instead of confronting him about coming here drunk, trying to figure out, hey, what's going on in your life? You come in here drunk. You go and snitch on him, and that basically made it worse.
But not only that, they wanted him. They approached him for the job. And you mean to tell me there's no, okay, what's going on and all that? Most jobs, you get a few strikes, or if you show up a certain way and you've had a good track record for the most part, they try to find out what's going on, get you rehab and all that, or whatever the case may be, get you some counseling, get you some help. Or suspend you for a week and then you back.
Yeah, but they just let him go, which made it even worse.
Yeah.
Made the situation 10 times worse than what it was.
And I'm like, the basketball team was trash until he got there. Y'all didn't even win a game until he got there.
It was 1-8?
No, they were 0 until he got there. Then when they started, they were 1-9, I think, and then started getting everything together. That's when he started really getting serious with the team. They cared more about the cursing than anything, which was hilarious.
Coaches curse, man. I don't care what sport, what school we go. Coaches curse.
He could have been like Mr. Coach from Hoops.
Oh my God,
it could have been that bad.
But hey, I mean, all in all, it was a solid movie. Would I recommend this? I'm not sure if I would recommend this. There's way better coaching movies.
I mean, Coach Carter will always be on the top of my list.
Agreed.
But this was still not bad.
It wasn't bad. No, not at all.
It was a different light. Instead of it being the players that was the problem, it was more so the coach. Yeah. Most movies, it's generally the players. So this was a different spin to me.
Yeah, okay. I definitely agree with you there. Definitely was a different spin with the coach being the issue, not the players. Yeah. But I'm not sure if I would recommend it. I'm actually liking them though, so.
I'm going to recommend it, that you watch it, just because it's definitely something to watch. It's a worthwhile movie for the most part. And there was a few scenes you got to laugh out of, and a few scenes that you felt was appropriate and touching. But you guys let us know in the comments below. What did you think of this movie? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let us know. We can talk about it. Till next time.